There's one thing that can change your entire life, your personality. It's not just about how you look, how you speak, or how you present yourself. It's about who you are when no one is watching. It's about how you carry yourself in tough times, how you treat others, and most importantly, how you treat yourself. Personality is not something you are born with. It is something you build, shape, and refine every single day. But here's the truth. Most people never work on improving their personality. They believe that they are stuck with who they are. They say, "This is just the way I am," as if it's impossible to change. But let me tell you, you are not a tree. You're not meant to stay in one place with the same mindset, the same habits, and the same weaknesses. You are a human being full of potential, full of opportunities to grow and evolve.
Different person. I still remember the day I sat on the wheelchair for the first time, knowing that I'm never going to leave this, knowing that I won't be able to walk for the rest of my life. I saw myself in the mirror and I talked to myself. And I still remember what I said. I cannot wait for a miracle to come and make me walk. I cannot sit in the corner of the room crying, cribbing, and begging for mercy because nobody has time. So I have to accept myself the way I am. The sooner the better. So I applied the lip color for the first time.
Imagine standing in front of a mirror, looking at yourself, but not really seeing who you are. You see a face, but do you understand the person behind it? Most people go through life without ever truly knowing themselves. They follow routines, listen to what others say about them, and accept a version of themselves that society has created. But the truth is, you can never improve your personality unless you first understand yourself. The first step to real change, to real growth, is self-awareness.
You work hard, you make money, you do it for yourself. That's not life. You go out, you seek for people who need your help, you make their lives better. You become that sponge which can absorb all the negativity, and you become that person who can emit beautiful, positive vibes. And when you realize that you have changed someone's life, and because of you, this person didn't give up, that is the day when you live. Always.
Ask yourself, who am I? Not what the world calls you, not the name on your identity card, not the roles you play in life. Who are you when no one is watching? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What makes you happy? What triggers your anger? What are your fears? Most people don't know the answers to these questions because they never take the time to sit with themselves and reflect. But without self-awareness, you cannot control your actions, your reactions, or your destiny. Think about a person who loses their temper quickly. They might say, "This is just who I am." But is it really? Or is it just a habit they never questioned? Imagine if they took a moment to analyze their behavior. They might realize that their anger is not truly who they are.
Life is a beautiful blessing. Life is a beautiful journey filled with so many highs and as many lows. And all these highs and lows and good and bad experiences make us who we are. But then there are some incidents which are so strong and so powerful that they change us as human beings, that they change our DNA. Those incidents are not just incidents. I call them blessings in disguise, because they might break you physically, but they truly transform your soul.
But something they learned from their surroundings, their experiences, or their insecurities. Once they understand that, they can work on changing it. That's the power of self-awareness. The same applies to every part of your personality. If you feel shy and hesitant to speak up, ask yourself why. Are you really a shy person, or are you just afraid of being judged? If you lack confidence, is it because you are truly incapable, or because you have been told you're not good enough? When you begin to question yourself, you start finding the real you hidden beneath layers of conditioning and fear. One of the best ways to develop self-awareness is to spend time alone. In today's world, people are always distracted, scrolling through social media, watching endless content, filling every quiet moment with noise.
We think too much about what people say. We listen to ourselves too little. You have to listen to your heart. You don't have to look good for people. You don't have to be perfect just because other people want you to be perfect. If your soul is perfect from within, that's all right. This is all what you want. This is all what you need to be.
But true self-discovery happens in silence. Take some time every day to disconnect from the world and connect with yourself. Write your thoughts in a journal, sit in a quiet place, or go for a walk alone, or you will start noticing patterns in your thinking and behavior. You will start understanding why you react in certain ways. Another powerful tool for self-awareness is feedback. Ask people you trust to tell you honestly about your strengths and weaknesses. Sometimes we cannot see ourselves clearly, but others can. If someone tells you you are always negative, don't get defensive. Ask yourself, why do they see me this way? Is there truth in their words?
Don't invest yourself in the wrong people. Because when you invest yourself in the wrong people, they break you into pieces, they torn you apart in such a way that it takes years and years to get back together. And also I'll tell her that while you're busy making amazing plans in your life, my dear, prepare yourself for worse. Because life is so unpredictable. Just be prepared.
Use this feedback as a mirror to reflect on your personality. Mistakes also teach us a lot about ourselves. Instead of running away from them or blaming others, take responsibility. If something goes wrong, ask yourself, what was my role in this? What could I have done better? The more you analyze your actions, the more you grow. Self-awareness is not about criticizing yourself or feeling bad about your flaws. It is about understanding yourself so you can improve. It is about knowing your strengths and using them to your advantage. It is about accepting your weaknesses, not as limitations, but as areas for growth. When you are self-aware, you are in control of your life. No one else defines you. You become the driver of your own journey. Most people live their lives reacting to situations rather than acting with purpose. They wake up, go through their routine, and let the day pass without any real direction. But if you want to improve your personality, you must develop a positive mindset. The way you think shapes the way you live. Your thoughts create your reality. If you fill your mind with negativity, you will attract problems, failures, and disappointments. But if you train your mind to see possibilities, to find solutions, and to focus on the good, you will start seeing a difference in your life. Think about this. Two people can go through.
My son, his name is Niall. He loves football. And when we got the very first football, he was 4 years old. He was super excited. I still remember he came in the room and he said, "Mom, let's play football." And he kept the ball in my feet. And he said, "Let's kick it." And that day I felt disabled. I said, "I cannot kick the ball." And I was down with the same face. He looked at me and he said, "Well, that's all right. Your legs are not working, but your hands do. Let's play catch the ball." You know what? That day he made me realize that when you think your glass is half empty, come on, your glass is half full. It's all in here and here.